All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3. And Lord's will, this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. And Tawada, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, the true, not the through. All right. And pretty much I want to go into John, the 4th chapter, one of my favorite scriptures. And I want to go into the blue letter definition. So just give me a minute. Let's go right into this. All right. And, I've noticed as of late, we've been inspired more and more through the Rachakodash to push the gospel unto our people, because majority of these other Hebrew Israelite camps are teaching otherwise. Okay, they're pushing the law more than the Lord to you. All right, and that's not what we're commanded to do. We're commanded to live by the law. Of course, we don't make void of it, but what they're making void of is Yahushai and the grace, and they're ultimately frustrating that. All right, so this is why we're seeing in the last days the spirit of faith and hope is being pushed upon the true believers more and more. All right. And I want to emphasize on that, true believers. All right. So this is John 4. Let's put this in red letter. All right. This is John 4. And let's just start at 21, actually. There's some history behind this. But this woman right here is a heathen. Okay. You have other camps. So that's another thing. You have other camps that are teaching this woman's a Jake. She's not a Jake. She's a heathen. All right. You got to go into Kings. Was that First Kings, the account when they put heathen in our land. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to do that. Let me prove that for you real quick. Let's go into some history before I get this information. All right. Just give me a minute. I think it's First Kings 17. Okay, then it's going to be 2 Kings 17. All right. This is what we have to do. We have to go in and correct and fix what other men are, breaking down wrongly. So when you go into this, okay, the woman at the well, which I believe Elder Pastor Harges did a lesson on this, and our other elders. So when you go into this, the woman of Samaria, okay, this woman is a heathen, all right? And let me prove that to you. Let's just go into a quick historical account. You go to 2 Kings, and this just to wrap this all up, okay? This is very important for us to understand this. And with us having the correct breakdowns and understanding, it separates us from the rest of our people. All right. And this is what it means to be holy. We're even holy amongst our own people. See, look, why Israel fell. OK, so when you go into, you can start at the first verse, but I'm going to go right to the point. I'm going to go down to 24. OK, I'm going to show you that. Look, right there. Cities of Israel filled with strangers. See that? 2 Kings 17, which you can also use 2 Kings 17 to precept with 2 Ezra 13, where they went to another land. Okay, speaking about the northern kingdom coming to the Americas. So 2 Kings 17 and 24, the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from Cutha and from Ava and from Hamath and from Severam and placed them in the cities of Samaria. Remember, Samaria is a capital of Ephraim, if I'm not mistaken. Let's actually prove that real quick. Samaria. Just give me a minute. Oh, well, let's get this taken out. All right. Samaria. Give me a minute. Samaria, capital of, well, let's put Israel, but I believe it's Ephraim. Yep. Samaria was the capital of the northern kingdom of Israel for about 200 years, from around 880 to 72 BCE. You see that? So Samaria is a part of our land. But then you had heathens put in that land. And remember, Yahushua said, go not to the way of the Gentiles. Don't go into those cities, but go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So now let's go back. It says, place them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. So right here is a historical count to prove that this woman that Yahushua is talking to is a heathen. And he told her what to get her husband, because her husband was a Jake, because you got Jake everywhere. All right. So I just wanted to prove that quick point instead of just saying it. I wanted to prove it to you just in case, You have a new believer coming from Sakari or coming from another camp that has been taught otherwise, and now they understand in fullness. All right, so now let's jump back into this. John 4:21. Yahweh Shai saith unto her, woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Ye worship ye know not what. See, this is why Yahweh Shai said that to her. You don't know what you were like today. These people today, the Christians today, you don't know what you're worshiping. These people are misinformed. Remember, it says he shall be loosed a little season to deceive. All right. Let's see what the NLT says. Let's go to Revelations 20 real quick. I know I got to get to this blue letter, but I can only give you what's given to me. All right. So Revelations 20 and 3, it says the angel threw him, speaking about the nation of Edom, the angel threw him into the bottomless pit, referring to what? Europe. Okay. What proves that is Revelations, the 9th chapter, going into the star that fell from Europe. Franz, what is his name? Archduke Ferdinand. All right. That's what started World War I. Says so that's right there for you, brothers, for you to prove the bottomless pit is Europe. You also have to understand the breakdown for Revelations 9. And since the Spirit is on me, let me get it. Let me show you, brothers. Okay, when you go to Revelations 9, we understand the breakdown. It says, and I saw a star fall from heaven. This star is Archduke Ferdinand. It says, he got assassinated. I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. Now let's do this. What started, watch this, World War I? Let's see what Google says. Right there. Brakateh Yahweh Shemel Shai. The assassination of our Austrian Archduke Franz Ferdinand, right there, popped off the war. And he was what? Austria is Central Europe. Okay, so that right there for you brothers that are out teaching and you believe in the gospel as we do, all right, of Great Millstone. All right, this is for you to break down when you're breaking down Revelations 9. That star is Archduke Ferdinand, and that bottomless pit is referring to Europe. Hence why when we read Revelations 20, we know that bottomless pit is referring to Europe as well. This is a historical precept that you use. Okay, so I just wanted to make that point. It says the angel threw him into the bottomless pit, referring to Europe, which he then shut up and locked. So Satan could not deceive the nations anymore until the 1,000 years were finished. Afterward, he must be released for a little while. And then let me get it as well. It says, let's go to the KJV. Sometimes the NLT can be a little annoying. I'll just say this for you, brothers. I use a different translation, like if I'm reading an account, or going into something that I already know. But when it comes to specific scriptures, I like to stick to the KJV. Now, right here, see there, that's what I want. So the KJV is more familiar for me. It says, and cast him into the bottomless pit, referring to Europe. This is why you have the Renaissance, and shut him up and set a seal upon him. They got a book called The 13th Tribe. It's a good book, but I mean, you don't need it, but there is books out there that prove what we're saying to you through the Ruach HaKodesh. And it says that he should deceive the nations no more. That's what I wanted. See, so when Esau's on the scene, you're going to be deceived. Going back, okay, this is why the true hour, just like this woman, deceived, like the people today, deceived. People today are deceived. This is why I titled it The True Not The Thruu, because we have true understanding. We are the true worshipers. We are seeking Yahweh Shemel Shai in truth and sincerity. And let me further prove that to you. This is what's separating us from the rest of 99% of Israelites, okay? This is what is separating us, for you brothers and you few sincere sisters. This is what's separating you. You now knowing you're Israelite, you're not going to get the same relationship with this truth like you see these other camps, the smiles, the shades, the barbecues, the comments, the likes, the followers, yay, the fire emojis, all that BS that Jake is doing right now. All these Jakes are completely lost and finished and done. Stay away from them. They don't got it. They're through. Okay. I see a lot of through Israelites out here bragging and boasting and banging and, just wilding, tripping. And they think that they're good because they came back to the laws. They call on Christ and they go to camp, because what they really are is they are looking for, what is the word? Not satisfaction. like they're looking for what they're getting from men. They think that's what's solidifying them with the Lord. Okay, and let me just say this too. This is what's been pressed on my spirit. Galatians 3 and 11. You know, it's crazy. We live by the law. You know, we really live by the law. Our daily life is law abiding, but the way that they go about it, you know, it's just incorrect. Galatians 3 and 11, it says, but that no man is justified by the law in the sight of Yahweh. So you have Israelites that are trying to solidify their acceptance of Yahweh Shemel Shai by the eyes of men. It does not work like that. It does not work like that. Remember in 1 Samuel 16, it was said to Samuel, you know, look not on his outward appearance, why I denied him, you know, for the Lord looketh on the inward. All right. Remember, Apostle Paul said he is a Jew inwardly. Okay. So it says, it is evident for the just shall live by faith. This is where we're at right now, brothers. We are living by faith. And you know how you really live by faith? When you fuck up. Okay. And I say it in that manner for you men out there, you brothers out there that are actually men fighting. You know what I'm talking about, because I fucked up before too and still do. Okay. That's why it says a righteous man falls. But this is why we get back up. Yahweh Shai is why we get back up. And there's a lot of things that are told to us in our mind and in our spirit to keep us fighting and going on. And what's holding all that together? Not the law, faith. Okay. So just want to make that quick point. Let's go back to this. Ye worship ye know not what, right? These people don't know what they're worshiping. Even you got so-called brothers and sisters that know they're Israelites. They don't even know what they're worshiping. Okay. We know what we worship. We know. And I'm just curious. There's a spirit of curiosity. I just want to see what know means. I just want to see, to perceive with the eyes, to perceive by any of the senses, notion, discern, discover. Okay. So we have discovered. All right. We have looked. We have experienced. So we experienced what we're serving. We know, okay, we have a personal relationship with the knowledge of faith that we have now. Okay, so let's keep going. All right, and Jacob's trouble is at the door. You know, you say around the corner. We can't even say it's around the corner, but in a statement sense, it's around the corner. 2025 is a couple months away. Look how quick this year went by, you know. It says, ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Israelites. It's of the Jews. Now, why is Yahweh saying, why is Yahweh Shai saying Jews specifically right here? Well, guess what? We just went to 2 Kings and went to a historical example, because remember, in the Assyrian captivity, the northern kingdom fled to where the Americas. So who was on the scene? The southern kingdom, all right, for the most part. For salvation is of the Jews. This is what I want. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him. You see that? So right now, we as Israelites, we are to be serving Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai in a new way, in a new commandment. See, a lot of our people think that we have to serve Yahweh Bahashem Shai just pertaining to the Old Testament. No, we're under grace entering the New Testament. This is why we drink yayan at the Passover. When you actually are open up to why you drink wine at the Passover and not just, oh, I'm going to drink some wine at the Passover, it really opens you up to something in the spirit when it comes to serving Yahweh Bahashem Shai, because what you're doing is a custom in reference to the New Testament, not the Old. Majority of our people are serving Yahweh Bahashem Shai in the mindset of the Old Testament. All right, meaning literally, not meaning, oh, go give me that scripture in the Old Testament. No, I mean the Old Covenant. Okay, that's what I mean when I say that. So now what I want to do, I want to show you this word true. Okay, we're the true, not the through. All right. So when you go down, and you have to understand the thoughts and belief that we have, we would have been being persecuted by our own people back then. That's why we're in the book of Acts, which we got to continue our weekly sit down. We're in Acts 9 right now, but Babylon is Babylon, you know? So see, that's another thing. There's a lot of things that we like to do and want to do, but guess what? There's times where Babylon gets in the way. There's times I have to work on the Sabbath. Okay. So this is, you know, it's really pressed on my spirit to warn the sincere sheep out here. Okay. You got a lot of young brothers and sisters that are waking up, and you have to be warned about these people, about these guys, you know, that they're attacking your faith, man. Okay, they're attacking the believers of Yahweh Shai. So let's go into this word true. Check this out. So this is only for the true worshipers. Now this what got me. I was reading. Check this out. It says the word true means that that which has not only the name and resemblance, but the real nature corresponding to the name. So you have to have the real nature, okay, with the name. You can say Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but do you have the true nature that comes with that name? All right. There is a spirit that you're open up to when you come in the name of Yahweh Shai, but you have other men that'll actually use this name to rope you in. I witnessed it. Okay. I've said it before. I'll say it again. When I first came in, the only camp in arm's reach was ISUPK, and I immediately went up to them and I said, "Oh man," I said, "Man, y'all preach Yahweh Shai." You know, I was real young in the spirit. I'm like, 1 year old. I wasn't even one yet. Okay, I wasn't even one yet. I was a couple months in. I was a 6-month-old newborn spiritual baby. All right, I was a t-shirt fringe Israelite too. Okay, so sometimes the best exhorters are the ones that go through the experience. So anyways, when I expressed the name to them, every time because I sat there at camp, I sat there the whole camp. I was there before they pulled up. I watched the Freemason sign on the back of their camp van. Yep, I remember all this. Okay, and I looked past it. Nah, man. Now I'm just gonna focus. Right. I watched them set up. I watched them get all that. I went right up to them and I asked them specifically about Yahweh Shai, and the only time while they were teaching, they mentioned Yahweh Shai when they looked at me. And other than that, they just called on Christ. See? So why I gave you that testimony is because they didn't have the real nature corresponding to the name. It says, in every respect corresponding to the idea signified by the name, real, true, genuine. See? The true, not the through. So you have a lot of men that are disingenuine. And first thing that comes to mind is Jeremiah, the 9th chapter. All right. And let me just get that real quick. See that? You're being warned. You're being exhorted. All right. Jeremiah 9:4, take heed every one of his neighbor and trust ye not in any brother. Right. You're on social media. You might be on Facebook. You might be on Instagram. You're on YouTube. You don't know who you're speaking to. You don't know who's who. You don't know who's an agent. You don't know who's a demon. You don't know who's Satan, okay? And they're out there in real time, okay? IUIC is filled with demons, man. Why do you think Yahweh Shai called them the synagogue of Satan? So call all of them, man. Now, this is why we hear, starting with our elders, of course, they say that, they'll believe. Of course, nobody's going to say the elect can't be here, elect can't be there. But overall, nah, I wouldn't. If like when we used to camp on Main Street here in Rochester, we would run across, or I'll say this, a lot of Israelites on their way to IUIC's class would come across our camp. So you can't tell me that's not the spirit. What did it say? Man's goings are of the Lord. It's either Proverbs 20:24 or 24:20. Let's see. Let's grab that real quick. We got to make spiritual points here. Okay. Right here. Proverbs 20:24. What year are we in? 2024. It says man's goings are of the Lord. So we've had plenty of times where Israelites would come by our camp on the way to an IUIC class. And what would we do? We would warn them. Hey, the MOTB is this. Hey, the name of the Lord's that. And of course, when you first come in, they're gonna allow you certain things until they brainwash you. All right. And they brain dirty you. Okay. They dirty your mind with their doctrine. That's what they're doing a lot. That's why you hear our elders say these guys are zombies. A lot of the fruit of these other camps are zombies. I've witnessed it. Okay. Here in Rochester, I've witnessed it. I've watched new men enter the IUIC that I didn't see because we've been out there about 6-7 years now. Okay. So I've watched men come and go of these other camps, and I've watched new men come to these camps, and the way they look at us is if we personally did something to them. So that shows you right there the spirit that jumps on them. Like, bro, you weren't here 5 years ago. So I don't know why the fuck you're mean mugging me now. I've literally watched ISUPK members, okay, look at me like I slapped their mother. I'm like, bro, nigga, you wasn't here 4 years ago. So don't be mean mugging me now. And then guess what? They're not here anymore, okay? This is why this is for the true, not the through. All right. I've witnessed it. I watch. We're watchmen. You should know what camps are in your city or who's around you. That's something to be aware of. It says, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So the point is, we've actually had Israelites cross our path going to other camps, and we warned them. Okay, we didn't give personal attack. We just warned them pertaining to the doctrine for their salvation. We gave them the gospel, the good news. See, that's what a true, genuine brother would do. But then you have other men that are what? Trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders. See, so you have to be careful out here. This is not a Hebrew Israelite party, and you've heard that many times. And you know what? Sometimes the best way for you to take heed is you're going to have to deal with something. You're going to have to go through. If you're not taking heed now, the Lord, if he's dealing with you, the Lord will put you through something. You say, okay, now I see why they said that. Okay, now I see why they said stay away from that black woman. You see what I'm saying? You'll go through something. All right. So let's keep going. So the definition for true, what are the true worshipers? Well, one of the part of the true worshipers is bearing the name. Okay, which is what? Sirach 17. Let me get that. And I feel like I speak as a man, but I feel like lessons like these are very comforting for us brothers and a few sisters, because we go through ups and downs in this walk, and you cannot allow your downs to take you out. Because if you're of the elect, you're of the elect. There's no getting around it. It's bullshit. If you're of the elect, you're of the elect. You have to understand that there's nothing. Listen, if you're of the elect, you're of the elect. Okay. Sirach 17:10, and the elect shall praise his holy name. So see, a part of the spirit of the hopeful elect, the name comes with that. So when you see guys not pushing the name, even, you know what gets me too? People that know the name but still call on Christ. Like what comes to mind is that deacon. He knows the name. They teach the name. They'll even debate you on the name, but they call Lord and Christ. To me, that's a major red flag. But I move on. You already know. So it says, look, opposite to what is fictitious. Let's look up the definition of fictitious. Okay. What do we? I just wanted to see if they were gonna. So let's go here. All right, let's look this up real quick. Paste definition fictitious, not real. Okay, so you got a lot of Israelites that are not real. Okay, they're fake, they're phony, they're putting on a front. Now, is that biblical? Is fake Israelites biblical? Yes, it is. Let's go to that. What did my man Swiss Beat say? Who's phony? Who's fake? Right? Didn't he say that? Let's go to Ezekiel 37. We got a lot of fake ass Israelite. And that's one thing that what they say grinds my gears. That's just me. Okay. I believe I'm a Reubenite because of my spirit. That's what I believe. And that shit, fakeness pisses me the fuck. It pisses me off how fake and phony people are. You know, you can have a woman at a wedding getting married and the crowd knows she's a hoe. 3 niggas in the audience popped her and everyone's like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. You got yeah. That's fake, man. That's phony. Okay. I'm just throwing a Babylonian scenario out there. I hate that how fake this place is. And Jake's fake too. You got a lot of fake ass camps, you know. Now, Ezekiel 37, right here. Let me see this. Right here. Ezekiel 37:8. It says, and when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them. This is why you be seeing Jake completely Israelite out. Like, damn, bro, how many fringes you got on? You know, how many head wraps you wearing? You know, because they like that outward appearance. All right. That's the through, not the true. And I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above. Every day they got a different t-shirt and fringes on every single day. Right. But there was no breath in them. Why? Because they're not the true. They're the through. Let's just see what this word breath means. I'm just curious. Sometimes I like to look into these words. So we go down into it, right? Are we told to look up words? Uh-oh. Wind, breath, spirit. Woo! There it is. They don't got the rakah. They don't got the rakah kodash. Look, spirit as that which breathes quickly in animation. See that? Spirit, courage. All right? So they don't have the spirit. They don't have the rakah kodash. We need the rakah kodash, okay? So now that we got that, let's go back, okay? So opposite to what is fictitious. Look, counterfeit. You got a lot of counterfeit Israelites. They're counterfeit. They're phony. Okay. They're putting on a front, a show, and our people being so simple. Okay. So simple. They eat it up. And in actuality, you're getting eaten up. Grievous wolves, you're getting ate up. Imaginary. Okay. Pretending. Look, see that opposite. So they're pretending. Oh, look. its contrast realities. Do we not always talk about reality? We're always going into the reality, meaning the truth. Prophecy is reality waiting to happen. Majority of our people are in a delusional Hebrew Israelite world that they are continuing to hope exists while remaining in Babylon. No, accept captivity. Accept that you're a slave right now. Accept that he's in power. All right. Because, hey, we may be a kingdom and priest, but right now we're not in a king's position. Okay. We're waiting for the King of Kings to return before we can get that. So you got other guys, they're out here giving you the kingdom now, the marriages, all this, the accolades. No, bro. This is captivity right now. And only the true worshipers are going to accept that, deal with it, and understand it. While the phony, the fake, the fictitious, the imaginary, the counterfeit is going to give you a different world. Like I'll show you right here. IUIC. I just got to show you. Now, someone simple as hell, some simple ass nigga. Well, we know marriage is cool. This is a good thing. Okay. It does two things. It settles our women down, and it gives a man of the Lord his help me, right? But then what they do is they're giving you this this avenue, and it puts you in a different mode. Like, no, everything's not okay. All right, everything's not okay. All right, but you have Israelites that are giving you this this fake reality, and it's rocking you to sleep, man. Okay, so let's keep going. In contrast to realities with their semblances, opposite to what is imperfect, frail, uncertain, true, sincere. There it is. See? So that word true in John 4 is powerful. Okay. And this is what Yahushua said. This is what Yahushua said the Father is seeking. Okay. The Father ain't seeking no fake ass Israelite. This is why, let me get that in Revelation. This is, oh man, this is good. Revelations 2:9. This is why Yahushua says blasphemy for them to call themselves Israelite. And then you had Deacon Akkad out of his own mouth saying that us as Great Millstone, we're not Hebrew Israelites. You sound like a fool. Revelations 2:9. Let's get the red letter. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. Any of you brothers or you sisters out there that are broke, poor, going through it, behind on bills, trust me, we understand. We go through it, and Yahushua knows it, okay? And we get delivered out of it, all right? So we can't allow any tribulation that we're presently going through to knock us out of the race of faith. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. See, we actually are rich, though. Why? Through faith, through wisdom, having the name, a hopeful elect. And I know the blasphemy. Let's see what this word blasphemy means. Let's see. And I know the blasphemy. So Yahushua is aware of all these fake ass camps, okay? And he be out here rebuking them too. Blasphemy. I know the blasphemy of them, the slander of them, the impiousness of them. That impious, I believe, is means like godless or something. Let's look that up. Let's look this up. Let's go here, paste there. Impious, not showing respect or reverence, especially for a God. Exactly. How do they do that? By denouncing the name. By denouncing the name. That's a great way. Look, unholy, godless. They're Esau. Immoral, unrighteous. That's why Yahushua said, ye are your father, the devil. Yahushua said, he told other Hebrew Israelite camps, you are your father, the devil. See, Jake's got to put 2 to 2 together, man. You got to put these things together. Look at what you read and then look at that today, okay? And you ask yourself, I'm going to take these same statements, these same scriptures, and I'm going to apply it today. Who would it apply to? See, it's very simple. We know who. Going back, impious, reproachful speech, okay, to divine majesty. See, Yahushua knows the blasphemy and wickedness of their breakdowns and their teachings. He said you could call on Yo Play Yogurt, that demon, all right? If you know, you know, okay? They've done a lot of blasphemy against Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Israelites and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Who's Yahushua speaking to? He ain't speaking about Amalek. Do we use this for Amalek? Absolutely. But who is this speaking about? Wicked as the through, okay? The through Israelites, not the true. He's speaking about the through. So going back, John 4:23, but the hour cometh, and now is what? The hour cometh, and now is when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. John 14:6. Who's the truth? Yahushua. For the Father seeketh. So he's looking for the true worshipers, and there's a characteristic that the true worshipers would have. Okay, and it ain't just the law. All right. You know what? I'm gonna say something as a man, but what I feel, in the spirit is Yahweh Shema Shai is offended at these Israelites that are just pushing the law to us and not the Lord. All right, seek. So he's looking. Yahweh Shema Shai is seeking, to seek, to find, to require, to demand, to crave. He's craving us to believe in him in faith. That's fire, man. He's craving true worshipers, and the true worshipers is the hope and the faith and Baba Kashai, Yabba Shai, forgive me, please. That's what the Lord is looking for. Humility. Demand something from someone. So he's demanding that. So guess what? This is a commandment. All right. You're commanded in the last days to seek Yahweh Shai in spirit and in truth. Yahweh is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. This is why it's only for the predestinated. This is why we cleave to certain scriptures and breakdowns while even living by the law. Look, something like this. Romans 6:23, for the wages of sin is death, but the gift of Yahweh is eternal life through Yahweh Shai Mashiach our Lord. That's what Yahweh Shai is seeking for. The Israel of God. This is what he's seeking for. Okay? It's a Sabbath right now. I'm not cooking. I'm not doing things that are unlawful according to the Sabbath. So I'm living by the law, but I'm living by the law and the spirit to Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? And only the predestinated Israelites are going to be doing that. Let me get that too. Okay, see that? So if you're the predestinated, there's a certain spirit that you're going to be in. All right, that's all it is. So let's get that real quick. Ephesians 1:4. Look, according as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that we've been chosen before we knew we were chosen? Yes, brother. Yes. Wow. So the elect, to the best of their ability, is going to be us pleasing Yahweh Shema Shai. But what we found out is there's an in particular way now he wants us to serve him. A lot of our people are still trying to please Yahweh. They're just trying to please Yahweh. Okay, I noticed that. A lot of them, what they say, Most High, all right, or they just say Yahweh, all right. They're not trying to please Yahweh Shai. But anyways, majority of our people are trying to please Yahweh by how we were commanded in the old covenant. No. We're under grace, entering a new covenant. And Yahweh Shai introduced a new covenant to us, hence why he said, eat this bread, it is my body, and drink this wine, for it is my blood for the New Testament. I'm going to say it again. This is why we drink Yayan at the Passover. Okay, so going back, it says, according as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. So if you have not been chosen, then you're not going to be delivered. Okay, you'll be born back into the kingdom when the kingdom's established by Yahweh Shai, Malak Dawadah, the elect. So this is why faith is an extreme important attribute and talent in this walk right now. You have to have faith, especially in Jacob's trouble. When Jacob's trouble comes, you're going to have faith that the Lord is with you. Okay. It says, according as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy. And guess what? How are you holy? Now, yes, you're holy by not being within this world, but you're also holy by not being amongst the world of the wicked Israelites. Okay. I'm not around other Israelites. All right. And there's a reason why. I'm around my brothers, but there's a reason why. Okay. I just said earlier, we've been around other Israelites. They act like I slapped their mother. Like, bro, you don't even know me. Because I don't got fringes on you, meat mugging me, bro. You're still under the curses. You still got an evil eye towards your brother. You fighting your brother in Egypt. It says that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption. Like, bro, relax. We're adopted. Okay. But our people don't want that. Now I'm looking up this word adopted because it's also in Romans 9. And yep. Look at that relationship which Yahweh was pleased to establish between himself and the Israelites in the presence to all other nations. And you know what's heavy? You have Israelites that are going to be judged as 2/3, but then you have other Israelites that are looked at as Israelites because they're the Israelites of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, not all Israelites that know they're Israelites are looked at pleasing in the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shai, but they think so because they're living by just the law. Nope. You missed the mark, bro. You missed the mark. It's more than just the law. Okay, so don't let these law abiders beat you down. All right, that's what Esau does. Don't Esau do that? Because he ain't in trouble like other men. He's not looked at as the criminal, so he looks down upon you because you're the one in trouble. You know, when in actuality, he's the one in trouble, just like our people. Y'all need to come back to the laws. Y'all tripping, they sinning. Matter of fact, no, we're not. Okay, we're not sinning. Okay, we're dead to sin because we live with Yahweh Shai. Big difference. And notice how the Spirit is bringing this out to us now in these last days, because we need that mindset. Let me end it off on this. We need that comfort and that mindset, because we don't need a guilt trip entering Jacob's trouble. So let's go to second Ezra 16. Check this out. Which second Ezra 16 also goes into the mark of the beast, which they don't talk about. Second Ezra 16, and I know it's down here. Look at this, right? Look at this, man. There's some trouble coming. There's some trouble coming our way. And the Lord is building us up with faith to be ready for it. That's the only thing we can do, especially as Israelite men of the hopeful elect. Right here, Second Ezra 16. And let me just start up right here, okay? Second Ezra 16 and 68. Listen to this. It says, let's start at 67. Ooh, man, look at all this. 67, behold, Yahweh himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities. We have to forget our iniquities. To meddle no more with them forever. So shall Yahweh lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. What trouble? Jacob's trouble. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you. Some of us will be taken away. Revelations 2 says we'll be cast into prison for a certain amount of days. But we got to hold faith. And feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idol. You're going to be offered in an idle position, meaning a stationary position where you can't move, you can't leave, offered to an idol, proving that MOTB is going to be presented as an idol, and we can't accept it. We can't bow to it. Read Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Okay. And it says, and they that consent, I'll do it. Right. And yes, Khan. No, hell no. Hell nah. Now you got to be faithful unto death in this thing, if that's an option. And they that consent, we don't even know if we'll die. Okay, you don't even know if you'll die. You could be presented with death, but it doesn't mean you're going to die. Who told you we're going to die? Remember in the garden? Who told you that? Who told you that? Get that out of your head. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision. The word derision, laughed at. You're going to be laughed at. He's still going to laugh at you. He's going to be making fun of Jake. You're going to be in a position where you potentially could be, you're going to see Jake give in, and they're going to be mocking them, putting the Jake woman weave on, mocking Jake and their man, wearing a do-rag, yo. Watch. It's going to get real bad out here. Did they not make us sing by the river? Did they not make us sing by the river? Did you ever watch 5 Heartbeats? Did the cops not make them sing? Esau be doing shit like that, man. And they that consent and they that do it unto them shall be had in derision and in a reproach and trodden underfoot, ultimately destroyed. For there shall be in every place, no matter where you go, just like the curses, all right, they shall cleave to you. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So we're going to be targeted, okay? We're going to be targeted. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. This is why we got to be ready for the battle. Be ye even as pilgrims. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. That's when you're going to know who the chosen is. See? Right now, we don't know who the chosen is, but we have faith that we're the chosen, right? Predestinated, the true, not the through. You have other Israelites that think that they're the chosen, living by the law, having their fringes. See? So we're all entering a day where the Lord is going to show who he's dealing with. What do we always talk about? The situation where the Lord showed he was dealing with Aaron outside of the other Israelite men. See? So right now it's a toss-up. Everyone thinks the Lord's dealing with IUIC. I've watched comments. They say, you can't tell me the Lord not with them. I said, okay. All right, we'll see. We'll see in a time soon to come. And it says, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. So you brothers and sisters, we're all going to be tried. Read 2 Maccabees 7, okay? We don't know what position we're going to be in Jacob's trouble, but we have to have faith in every situation. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. The elect will be delivered from this. It'll be common to man, but it'll make a way for you to escape. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt. You gotta rebuke that doubt demon. That is a corny, stagnant, carnal, mortal thought. It is an annoying thought, and we have to rebuke it. For Yahweh is your guide. So I don't know. We should, man. Hey, man, you better walk with faith. And the guide of them who keep my commandments. And remember, now right here, say, look, 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 look. It said commandment. Now let me show you something. Let me sum it all up. Okay. Jake is idolizing the fringes right now. Let me sum up this matter. Look, Phariseeism exposed. Let's go back one. I believe it's Matthew's 22 and 34. Let me see real quick. Yep. Let me see. Yep. Look, see, they wanted to ask him a question. Okay. They wanted to ask him a tempting question. Which is the greatest commandment? Which one? Right here. Matthew's 22 and 38. Let's start at 37. Yahweh Shai said unto them, this is red letter. This is law. This is what you live by, brothers. Okay. It says, thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. Okay, I got it, right? Now, what's the second? There's over 613 laws. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. There you go. Okay. So we don't now, do we go into in particular laws for certain reasons? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, we hang all the law and all this commandments, we hang it on two. All right. Yahweh, and then love thy neighbor as thyself. Everything else follows. Now, of course, we're edified in what we're supposed to eat, things of that nature. And why do we have to know those laws about food and such things like that? Because we're in captivity. So we're surrounded by heathens that are doing contrary to our law. So we know certain laws to protect us from the uncleanness that the heathens are doing because we're in captivity. All right, now let's keep going. And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, see? So we keep the commandments, and through the precepts, we understand what commandments to keep. All right, saith the Lord power, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. You cannot enter Jacob's trouble with a doubtful, lowly, guiltful mind. Man, I'm just, no, bro. Yahweh Shai's got all that covered. The bloody Yahweh Shai's got all that covered. See, so we're the true, not the through. And the true is going to cleave to the sacrifice and resurrection of Yahweh Shai. Okay. See, we're cleaving to Yahweh Shai now, and you're going to have to. Jacob's trouble is coming. What are you going to have in Jacob's trouble? You're going to have hope, and you're going to have faith. All right. It says, woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. It is left undressed and cast into the fire to be consumed therewith. See that? So this is the results of being bound in your sins and cursed under that law. This is why Yahweh Shai said, ye shall know the truth, and it shall make you free. He was talking to the Israelites. I believe they were in the temple at the time. So now the truth has set us free from the bounds that we were once bound to under the curses of the law and our disobedience. You see, now we're adopted back. All right. So we're the true, not the through. I just wanted to do a quick lesson on that. I didn't even expect this lesson to be that long, but I do pray this lesson is edifying. You have to understand, with us being under grace right now, we're entering a time where we're going to be put in a position where we truly need to be delivered. And our faith is what's going to get us delivered if we are of the elect. But that's where the faith comes in. You have faith that you are of the hopeful elect. You see? So we're not burdening our people. We're not bounding our people down to something. We're not shutting up the gates of heaven to our people. Read Matthew's 23. Read Matthew's 23, and you'll see the problems that Yahweh Shai had with the law-abiding Israelites and what they were pushing on our people. We are living by the law. It's a Sabbath right now. We're living by the law, but ultimately, we're living by faith without making void of the law. So I'm just going to leave it there. I pray this lesson was edifying and comforting to the sincere sheep. And this is the gospel. You are now entering the good news of the gospel. You see that? So, hey, call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. And peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the predestinated. With that being said, shalom.